All right, Mike, thank you. So something to look forward to this weekend. Hear that song, Love and Marriage? Well, you think of Married with Children, right?
Right.
Valentine's Day is just days away, and many of us have love on our minds, but some of you may be in a marriage just for the kiddos, not for the love.
That's where we bring in relationship expert Nancy Pina. She's here to talk about staying married for your children and how it can be bad for you.
Yes.
Oh boy, I know a lot of people can probably relate. So good morning to you, first of all. Thank you for being here so early. Yeah, we appreciate it. So tell us a little bit about why a couple shouldn't stay together just for the kids.
They shouldn't stay married for the kids because your relationship will be their norm in love. So when they grow up, they're going to attract and be strongly attracted to people who create that situation all over again in their relationship. So what they find familiar is how you're treating your spouse and how your spouse is treating you. Or they might go to the other extreme and they'll be fearful of commitment. And then they'll have a lot of short-term relationships, then they will sabotage them because they will be scared to be vulnerable in love.
So Nancy, what happens when couples just have no other choice, maybe for financial reasons, and they just, you know, they're old-fashioned and they're not going to divorce?
Then they need to make a commitment to work on their relationship because they are doing such a disservice to their children by having this contentious relationship where they're not showing love to each other. The center of the family is the marriage. It's not the children. And so you can't teach something if you can't behave like a loving married couple should behave. They'll never be able to learn that. You can tell them how it should love should happen, but they will model your behavior.
So, you know, speaking to someone maybe in this situation, are you saying it's better to not try and make it work, maybe try and fall in love? It's better to get a divorce? I mean, what's best for the kids to see you go through?
Well, what's best for the kids is that parents stay together and they work on their relationship and they get through this. But if you come to an impasse and neither one of you are going to work on it, really breaking up would be the best solution because divorce will impact their lives no matter if it's when they're young or when they are out of the house. The trust will have been shattered.
Is this something that you would want to bring the kids into and bring them close to the situation, or is this something you want to do like behind doors, keep it totally separate from them, or do you want them to be involved in what you're going through?
I think if you've made the decision to have a divorce, you need to bring the children into that decision so they don't think it's their fault. And a lot of kids will do that because they don't know any better. They just think if I behave better, if I'm good, then my mom and dad will stay together and everything will be okay. So it's important to make sure that they understand that you love them regardless of what's happening in your relationship.
All right, Nancy, we have just a few seconds left. We got to let you go, but very important question here. Is it possible to fall in love again? Oh,
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You fell in love the first time. It's just learning how to communicate better with each other and working through those challenges. Someone has to take the first step and say, you know, I'm ready to I do whatever it takes to make this relationship work. And when you change your behavior, then your partner will eventually change his or hers.
Good advice, Nancy. Thank you so much for coming in. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Time now 5:52, and we've seen Samuel Jackson